Hey everybody, welcome to our quick video about how to turn your project about the pharaoh of your choice in. So this is Canvas, this is inside our class, okay? And if you see over here on the right, it says the words Pharaoh Project. You're gonna just click on that, okay? And when you do, you're gonna go down here. If you did something that was not Google Docs, right? Say you did it in Word or Publisher, maybe you did it in PowerPoint. You can drag and drop it right here from wherever it's saved. If you worked in something like Canva, as I know several kids did, those you're going to need to save as PDFs and download them. Okay? And if you need help with that, let me know and I'll help you out during class or after school. Okay. Most of you, though, I know worked in Google Drive. And if you're going to use Google Drive, what you would need to do is select Google Apps. And then it's not going to let me do anything because I'm pretending to be a student right now. But it would, if your Google Drive is already connected, then it would pop up your Google Drive. You would select your file. Okay. So I'm just going to drag and drop something here. So I can show you what it'll look like when we finish. Okay. All right. So I've dragged and dropped my file here, and if you use Google, it'll still pop right there after you select it. Right. And then you're going to go down, and on the right, there's this button that says Submit Assignment. You're going to click that, right? And you might have to, with Google, you might have to wait a second for it while it uploads. Then you're going to click Submit Assignment, and you're going to get firework, and you're going to get a little bit of paper flying and stuff like that. And then it's going to give you a preview of what you turned in. So I turned in, like I said, I turned in the handout. So that's what mine looks like, right? If I needed to turn it in a second time, all right, everybody, welcome to our video about how to turn in our Pharaoh project, or really any assignment in Canvas. Okay, so this is the home page for our Canvas class, and if you look over here on the right, you'll see where it says Pharaoh project on this to-do list. You're just going to click on that, and it's going to take you into here. If there's anything you need to tell me about your project, right? Maybe you're not sure if you phrase things well, or you're not quite sure it uploaded properly, or I don't know, whatever else, you can click Add Comment, okay? But you have to do that before you turn it in. In terms of actually turning it in, we've got a couple of different options here. Most kids worked in Google, and so if that was you, you're going to need to click there and click Google, choose Google Apps. And what'll happen, you can't see it on mine because I'm pretending to be a student right here so that I can show you the rest of this. But if you've successfully connected Google and Canvas, then your Google Drive would pop up and you would select your file. Okay. If you did it in anything else, you need to make sure that it's downloaded onto the computer. So like if you were working in Canva, several kids were, make sure that it's downloaded onto the computer. Or if you're working in Word or PowerPoint or something like that. Okay. What I'm going to do just to show you how this ends is I'm going to just pick a file, right? If you did any of those, you can just drag and drop, which is what I'm going to do. It's going to upload, and you'll see this button down here that says Submit Assignment. When I click that, what's going to happen is that I'm going to get the paper drop there, right? And then I'm going to be able to preview what I turned in. Take a moment to take a look at it, make sure that it's what you wanted to turn in. Okay, make sure it's what you wanted to turn in. If not, this is set so you can turn it in as many times as you need to. Not a problem. Okay. But once you've turned it in and you've seen that confetti go, then you are good to go and your project's all turned in and it pops up for me to grade. and I get to see it, see how it says 0 out of 26 submissions graded, that's how I know 26 kids turned it in. Okay. That was 26 kids who turned it in today. All right. Then I'll grade it here and I'll hand you back a rubric that'll have your feedback on it, and I'll put some comments in Canvas as well. And when we get there, I'll teach you how to check those out. All right. I will have a second video about how to connect your Canvas and your Google Drive. But for right now, I'm doing the research to find it. Till then, I'll see you in class.